With more. Hi, Madison.
Hey, Rick. Well, among the many things we discussed, 68 TARC drivers are now ready to hit the road as bus drivers. This means some magnet and traditional school routes may be restored, but Polio estimates it may not happen until March because it needs to be first approved by the board, and then they have to poll families, redo some routes, and more. But we also discussed the search for his replacement and what the process will look like.
The search is on for Dr. Marty Polio's replacement. He announced his retirement earlier this year, set to take effect at the end of June. But he says a ruling by the Kentucky Supreme Court could impact the search. Senate Bill 1 says the board can only have one meeting every 4 weeks.
That means between now and the time I walk out the door, they can have no more than 6 meetings, which means a superintendent has to be selected in 6 meetings, which is very improbable, if not impossible, to select a superintendent in 6 board meetings. So I think the board's going to have to make some decisions. I mean, that may mean an interim superintendent or an acting superintendent, which is what that does is just stalls progress.
We asked, if they don't find a replacement, would you stay until they do? He didn't know. For now, he says he hopes his successor upholds progress made by the district in the last few years. This includes work to close the achievement gap between white and black students.
If we are going to be successful in closing that achievement gap and making outcomes better for our students of color, then we have to be very intentional about how we, what steps we take in order to do that.
They've made strides in recent years within JCPS. Data shows the gap between black and white students' graduation rates is nearly eliminated. Post-secondary rates closed in half. And as many corporations and universities pull back on their DEI initiatives, we asked him, will diversity, equity, and poverty programs continue once he leaves?
I hope that that continues, but that would be for the next superintendent board to decide.
As the search continues, a legislative task force will continue to study JCPS next year. The Efficient and Effective School District Governance Task Force was unable to issue recommendations this month as planned for the district. But at this time, there's no plan to break up JCPS, as some feared would happen.
Not a good idea. I think the task force has realized that and made that clear that that's not possible, so I don't see that happening.
As far as when the board could vote on bringing back magnet and traditional school routes, it could happen at the January 28th meeting or possibly before if the Board of Education calls a special meeting. In studio, Madison Elliott, WLKY News.